Yo, welcome back to The Cut Barbershop Edition. I'm Malik Mo Richardson, Mo to y'all, and today we got that clip you saw blowing up the TL. Picture this, your woman drops serious cash for a Chris Brown meet and greet, gets the hug, the photo, maybe the pose looking a little too intimate. So we gotta ask, is the relationship over? Jordan, you ready for this one?
Oh, I'm ready. Jordan Blake in the building. From Brooklyn, R&B superfan, VIP veteran, and proud member of Team Relax, bro. But before I say too much, let me hear how you frame it, Mo.
All right, quick cold open. Your girl posts a picture with Chris Brown, cheek to cheek, hands low on the waist, that smile like she just won something. Screenshots pop in the group chat, boys joking, man, pack your bags. You see it? You feel that heat in your chest. Is that a line crossed or just fandom energy?
Look, if she bought a VIP upgrade and that's the picture they handed her, why y'all turning it into a movie? People meet celebrities all the time. But okay, I'm biased. Let's get a couple quick takes. I asked folks in the street. Real quick clips.
Yeah, we hit the block. Clip 1. That's disrespectful. I wouldn't tolerate it. Clip 2. Bruh, she paid for an experience. Calm down. Clip 3. If he was my man, I'd be like, you soft. See? Even on the corner is split.
See? Split. Exactly. That's the spark. This ain't just about Chris Brown. It's about what you and your girl agreed on.
Which brings us to segment 2. What actually counts as disrespect? We gotta peel past the sell-up and get to the values. Jordan, what's your short list? What's actually offensive behavior, not just online outrage?
First, intent matters. Was she trying to get the guy's attention or just collecting a memory? Second, context. Was this an all-access thing where she could meet him, or was it sneaky, like she lied about where she went? Third, and this one's big, would she do it again knowing it made you uncomfortable? If she respects your boundary after you say something, that's telling.
I'll push back on intent for a second. Intent is cool until the photo goes viral and the caption is thirsty. Even if she says it was just a fan moment, the public impression still lands on you. Men worry about public perception. That embarrassment in the group chat, that's real. And Jordan, don't dodge this. Would it bother you if the roles were reversed? Your woman posted that with another man? What if he was younger, hot, had the whole persona?
Yeah, fair. If she was rubbing up or the caption says some wild stuff, I'd be heated. But if it's a side hug or a handshake, we tripping over nothing. I'm telling dudes, ask yourself if this is anger or insecurity. Are you scared she'll cheat, or are you scared of looking soft to your friends?
Oof, that's the heart. Man. All right, let's get into the formal showdown. Team It's Over versus Team Relax, bro. I'm taking Team It's Over today. I'm leaning into respect and public dignity. JB, you in?
Of course. Team, relax, bro. Let's go. Hit me with your opening.
Okay. If your girl is paying to hug another man, especially a man with a reputation for being a sex symbol, and she's smiling like she in her bag, that's a line. That's not a harmless fan moment. That's disrespect in action. You're choosing to participate in a spectacle that centers another man in your affection. A relationship has unspoken contracts. Public-facing behavior counts. If she values clout photos over how you feel, that's a red flag.
I hear you, Mo, but here's mine. Celebrities exist in a different economy, fandom economy. People spend money for experiences they'll tell their grandkids about. A photo with Chris Brown doesn't automatically equate to emotional infidelity. Most of these interactions are staged for cameras. Also, we men do this too. You ever see dudes lose their minds when a guy posts with a female influencer? Double standard. If you want boundaries, set them before the meet and greet. Don't set them after the photo drops and the mob shows up.
But Jordan, what about the pose? A friendly side hug is one thing. A full embrace with hands low? That's another. The devil's in the details.
Absolutely. So let's run hypotheticals. Friendly side hug? Relax. Hand on the small of the back while they smile? Maybe eyebrow up? You text her. Hands around the waist, press close, cheek to cheek with hungry eyes? Now we talk. Closed mouth kiss? We we might call a meeting. See, the line shifts with the pose.
Right. And then add the caption, best night versus been praying for this. Different energy. I want fellas to say what their exact line is. I'll go first. For me, if it's more than a side hug and the photo reads like intimacy, waist to waist, arms wrapped, or especially if she posted it with a thirsty caption, that's a deal breaker until we have a sit down. I need explanation, and if the explanation ain't honest, nah.
I respect that. My line? If it's an obvious flirty pose, yes, that's disrespectful. But 90% of meet and greet photos aren't like that. Also, how she told you matters. If she said, I'm going to the meet and greet, and you were cool, that's on you if you change the rules afterward. But if she lied, different story.
There it is. Honesty is the undercurrent. Now let's peel back a layer. Trust, insecurity, and social media receipts. Jordan, tell me, does this boil down to not trusting your partner or not trusting other men?
Both, but mostly it's about insecurity in yourself. Are you worried she'll cheat, or are you worried your friends will clown you? Men worry a lot about status. If you're secure in your bond, a photo shouldn't erode you. But social media amplifies everything. A hug becomes a headline. A handshake becomes a scandal.
Yeah, the receipts change the game. Without a snapshot, this might be nothing. With a viral pic, it's a whole narrative. We gotta acknowledge that social media is the press conference for your breakup. It's not just private hurt, it's public humiliation. And for black men, sometimes there's also the pride factor. How we seen by the crew,
Exactly. And that's why communication matters. Talk about boundaries before the event. Set rules like, if it looks like this, I need a heads up, or no photos with certain poses. If you don't have that convo, y'all operate in blind. Also, ask yourself, is your reaction protective or possessive?
Protective feels different. Possessive feels like fear. Another thing, what about when the celebrity themselves has baggage? Chris Brown, as an example, is loaded because of his past. Does it change the reaction if the artist is polarizing? For me, yeah, the optics are heavier when the celebrity has a problematic history.
True, some celebs carry baggage that makes a meet and greet more sensitive. But again, you gotta know your partner. Some women separate fandom from endorsement of a person's past. Others won't. Discuss it.
All right, let's run rapid-fire hypotheticals. I throw poses, you tell me stay or go. Side hug, both smiling, stay?
Stay.
Hands at the waist, living close, pause. I need context.
Okay, talk.
Full-on embrace, cheek to cheek. Caption, my type? That's a problem. Possibly over.
I'm hesitant to say immediate over without knowing if she warned you or why she did it, but that's a heavy red flag.
She posts a story saying best night ever with boomerang of the hug, and she knew you'd see it? Not great.
If she posted knowing you'd see it and didn't care, then you got an attitude problem to address.
Boom. See? It always comes back to intent and respect. Now we got to talk about repair. Suppose the photo drops. How does a dude handle it without looking insecure or controlling? Jordan?
Take a breath. Don't go public with rage. Ask her privately. Hey, tell me about tonight. How did that come about? Listen, if she's honest and apologetic, then set boundaries going forward. If she gaslights or lies, then you escalate. Communication first, chaos later.
Yes, communication first. Also, your reaction matters. If you blast her on social or your boys start clowning her, you look bad too. You want to handle it like an adult, even if you feel petty. And if you gotta walk away to cool off, do it.
One more thing, empathy. Remember the cost. If she spent money she saved for her co-signers and this meet and greet was a bucket list thing, be generous if the pose wasn't wild. But if she's treating it like a competition, like she's proving something to herself or the internet, then it's different.
I like that. Empathy, but with limits. Okay, time for final verdicts. Quick and clean. Jordan, would you stay or go if your woman paid for a Chris Brown meet and greet and posted a flirty hug photo?
Short answer, stay. Long answer, I stay unless it's clearly flirtatious, she lied, or she doesn't respect my feelings afterward. I'm team talk it out first.
My verdict? It ain't automatically over, but it's serious. If the image reads intimate and she knew it would hurt you, that's a deal-breaker territory until we talk and she shows real respect. I lean towards stepping away if the actions show a pattern of valuing clout over the relationship.
Fair. And fellas, know your line. Don't be vague. If you don't tell her what bothers you, don't be surprised when a photo starts a fight.
And ladies, know his line too. People often forget that boundaries are mutual. You might love a celeb, but love a man who's invested in you more. Somebody's got to fold sometimes.
All right, final wrap. We want to hear from you. Send voice notes, DMs, whatever. Tell us your line. Would you stay or go? If you're a woman, what would you allow your man to do with his fave celeb? We'll pick clips for a follow-up episode. And ladies, know his line too. People often forget that boundaries are mutual. You might love a celeb, but love the man who's invested in you more. Somebody's gotta fold sometimes.
Hit us up. We'll react, roast, and maybe learn something. This one's gonna get spicy.
Quick PSA, don't post something you wouldn't want your man to screenshot and send to the boys at 2 a.m. That's all I'm saying.
Word. All right, that's the episode. We had the jokes, the hypotheticals, the therapy, and the truth. Jordan?
Keep it real, keep it respectful, and if you gotta meet your idol, fine, but maybe keep it PG-13.
All right, we out. Next week, who pays for first date drinks? This is Mo and Jordan, The Cut Barbershop Edition. Peace.